Archer and I are out today doing a little bit of still hunting and some stand hunting and calling, and I'll show you guys how to do that today if you like. Maybe at the end of the day we'll have hopefully an elk down would be nice, but I don't think so. We've only seen one set of bull tracks today. We did get some horn knocking earlier, and we're off about a mile from the highway, the main highway, and we're off from an oil pump jack, which is a good place to hunt in Alberta. As you can see here, this is where a big deer has been rubbing, and you can come around here, Archer, this way here, give you an idea how big this deer is. Here's where he's been rubbing, and he's rubbed all the way up to there, which is about 6 foot level. So he's had a doe come here and do some peeing, so we're going to step in her pee, but he hasn't been back here for about a day, but he's got a scrape line. I'll show you his scrapes. We're going to move on along up this way. We're just going to still hunt through here. This is where I seen a big bull elk about a month and a half ago on archery season, but I couldn't come back because I was too sick. I got really bad with the flu, and I'm just still kind of fighting it. So anyway, that's where we're going to head up there and hope we got a chance at something along the edges or whatever. And then we're going to go back to where we were calling. Now, I broke my rule. Normally, once I start calling, I never move from the spot, but we were there for hours and hours and no sign or much, but we did hear horn knocking. Now, I think it was that big bull elk, and we found quite a few of his beds around. So, okay, signing off, Tossdart. Let's see what we do. Advertising for H&S cents. I don't want to call here too much because what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and trick him into thinking she was here, but she went there. A little bit of pee on my boots, not too much. Some of that doe pee I rubbed my feet in, and a little bit of spray. And we laid our main trap back there about 300 yards, 400 yards. So we're going to go back there and spray some stuff on my boots starting about here. And like if you were pulling a drag, just to lure them in. I'm big on calling. I got a lot of different ones. So here's a scrape, and there's a scrape line. I see there's another one right up there. It's that black sort of looking area on the trail. It starts to open up in here quite a bit. This is where there was a lot of elk sign last time I come, but they probably moved down to the alfalfa fields. So anyway, here's a scrape. But you can see it hasn't been tended since the last ice snow, which is about a day ago. Alright, here's the other scrape about 15 feet away. So again, he's kicked her up good, but nothing exciting there. No fresh tracks in it or anything. This is, however, likely that giant buck, but my guess is it's a mule deer. And up in here, mule deer season's over unless you have a special draw. So here's an example of a good game trail in Alberta. And you can see the deer moved over in the last about 2 days. I think again it's that big buck. And but this was chewed up with elk last time I came here. Incidentally, this is the 4th of November, I believe, today. And yeah, it's the 4th of November today. So as you can see, our winters have gotten a lot milder too. It's a very mild day today. It's actually above freezing. About, I don't know, +2 Celsius maybe. But anyway, at any rate, it's typical. And you can see if not hard to imagine a big buck standing up there or anything looking at you. So see what the day brings us. But this is an old cut line through here, and all this V shape you see in it, that's all from elk and moose and deer. Rubber boot. The Sorrels, I call them Yente Hege, warm and dry. Thing is, in Alberta, it can be +2 right now, -40 by tomorrow. Just never know. Show everybody Archer. That's Archer. Now you can see where if you approach animals from the sun, like coming from the way Archer's going, that's always a good strategy, get the sun in their eyes. I'm going to sit up underneath these spruce trees over here and just sit, because I just called here. That's the way we just came in. So as you can see, anything that comes in through there, we got a good shot at them. And the scrape, the last scrape, which I didn't show, is under that second spruce. And our real trap is way down the hill there. That's okay, we got a couple hours left. We were going to go to a different area today, but somebody had shot a deer actually where we came in the platform, and yeah, we thought we have a good open here. Now we'll lay our little trail much stink on me. Notice I've been using this scent shield, scent blocker. I've been using this for about 15 years, this particular suit. Oh, for a second I thought I seen an elk's head looking at me up there. It's just a snag. Well, we'll head back to our original trap. Oh, and incidentally, one of the problems with Alberta, for an old fellow like me that can only walk a few miles in a day, well, I guess I could walk more than a few if I have to. Lose some weight would help. But anyway, just over in here, we found that somebody had put a block of rock salt, and this is where all the elk were about a month and a half ago, so I would suspect that's why they're not here now, is because they're already in somebody's deep freeze. So while they're trying to promote hunting, for me growing up in real true wilderness, I find now that, like this is kind of next to the mountains, farmland, and I just find that, what hasn't been butchered away by agriculture has, every little bit of it's got somebody running around in it with a gun or a bow or something.